Hello, sir.
Hi, darling.
Same as always? Martini shaken and not stirred?
Well, actually, no. You know the top 5 best-selling cocktails in the world, do you?
I don't, sir.
I see. And what is the top-selling beverage right in this club?
Ice cold water, I guess.
To be sure, better check out MasterTop5.com show, because you're back, and you make the show.
Hello Top 5ers, how are you doing? This is Ivano, and today I kindly ask you to go on mastertop5.com/poll and let us know your favorite TV series ever or your top 5 best TV series ever. Because soon we are gonna issue a new episode with the top 5 best TV series ever chosen by you. Because you at Master Top 5 make the show. Love you.
It's back.
Hello everybody, my name is Richest and I'm the host of the TV show Master Top 5. EasyTraders.com is the proud sponsor of the show. So join today, don't miss out. Hello Top 5ers! Now more than ever, after everything that happened already this year, it is time to make some good investments, isn't it? And to be, eventually, in total control of your investments or side hustles. And there it comes, EasierTraders.com, where online trading becomes very easy. For everybody. When you do join eToro through EasierTraders.com, you will receive all the necessary tools and the right guidance to trade like a pro. Whether you are into stocks, cryptocurrencies, goods, forex exchange, you name it, EasierTraders.com is your trustworthy partner to be successful, hands down. And thanks to the eToro platform, managing your portfolios has never been this easy. So, EasyTraders.com. Join it today for a better tomorrow. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, stronger than ever. What's going on, Master Top 5ers? Long time no see you. Has been difficult, has been tough for many people. Has been very, very hard. But don't give up. What ain't kills you makes you stronger. And this is a rule of thumb. So lay back, relax, and enjoy the show. And today, in this very first episode of Master Top 5 show post-pandemic, we are gonna count down the top 5 worst pandemics in history. And unfortunately, we are gonna rank them by the death toll of every single pandemic. I wanna quickly thank you all I would like to thank in particular our old top fivers, the new ones, and if you're watching us on YouTube, don't you forget to subscribe the channel, and if you are on social media, check us out on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at MasterTop5Com. Let the game begin. First and foremost, we must define the word pandemic. Pandemic is a disease prevalent on the whole country or all over the world. Whether the mortality of any disease or illness is quite low, it's more likely to become pandemic because the death toll tends to be lower, hence it's easier to be contagious. And right now, it is time to begin our top 5 listing. Number 5. Number 5, the Antonine Plague. Also very well known as a plague of Galen, this is a very old pandemic that only the history books can report. As a matter of fact, it struck 2 centuries before Christ, and this disease was a derivative of smallpox. It affected Asia Minor, Egypt, Greece, and Italy as well, and the causes are still unknown and probably will never be known to humanity. The Antonine Plague killed almost 5 million people. Number 4. Number 4 of this sad top 5 is the Plague of Justinian, which struck in the years 541 and 542. So we are talking about a very old disease as well. The Plague of Justinian was an outbreak of the bubonic plague, very popular in the past, and most likely affected the Byzantine Empire and more or less all the cities around the Mediterranean Sea. Most of the population in Europe was literally destroyed from this disease. And in Constantine alone, it killed more than 40% of the population. This is considered one of the worst pandemics in history, with a death toll of 25 million people. Number 3. At the spot number 3, we got HIV or AIDS. HIV or AIDS is a very young disease, so most of us already knows it. And probably they didn't consider it a pandemic, but it is in all its rights. AIDS was first found in the Republic of Congo in 1976, and it started to kill people all around the world in the 80s, 90s and early 2000s. Luckily, because of all the studies and all the prevention required to kill the disease, or for better say, to avoid the disease, nowadays is not too deadly anymore. But till few years ago, AIDS killed 35 million people all around the world. Very, very sad, isn't it? Number 2. The second worst pandemic of all the time, of the history of the world, is the 1918 flu pandemic. Back in the 1918 until the 1920, an outbreak of the normal influenza, the normal flu, became very pandemic, and it created what is better known the 1918 pandemic flu. The mortality rate of this disease was quite high for a pandemic, was around 10% till peaks of 20%. And in the first 25 weeks, it killed almost 25 million people. At the end of its course, the pandemic flu killed 50 million people all around the world. But now, before we reveal the number one spot, a very handsome presenter wanna tell you something about investments. Check it out. Hello top fivers! Now more than ever, after everything that happened already this year, it is time to make some good investments, isn't it? And to be, eventually, in total control of your investments or side hustles. And there it comes, easiertraders.com, where online trading becomes very easy for everybody. When you do join eToro through easiertraders.com, you will receive all the necessary tools and the right guidance to trade like a pro. Whether you are into stocks, cryptocurrencies, goods, forex exchange, you name it, easiertraders.com is your trustworthy partner to be successful, hands down. And thanks to the eToro platform, managing your portfolios has never been this easy. So, easytraders.com. Join it today for a better tomorrow. Time to reveal the number one. Number one! The Black Death is by far the worst pandemic ever. Back in the 13th century, an outbreak of the bubonic plague became really deadly all around the world and was called the Black Death. The Black Death ravaged in Asia, Europe, Africa, and somewhere in the Americas. And it was able to jump from continent to continent, from location to location, because this disease was laying on the fleas of the rats hidden in the merchant ships, creating a terrible network of death. At the end of the course, the Black Death was able to kill 200 million people all around the world. A sad page of the world's history. And this was it, ladies and gentlemen. This was the top 5 worst pandemics in the history. Please don't you forget that this is not just a TV show, but it is also a website at mastertop5.com. On this website you can check all our old videos, all our new articles, new top 5s, so on and so forth. And especially you can suggest your top 5, the top 5 you want to see. We are gonna collect all your requests and we are going to create the next shows based upon your requests. To do so, go on mastertop5.com/suggest a top 5. And as you can see, we are back and we are running full throttle. So once again, I'm Ivano Cheers. In behalf of Master Top 5 Show and mastertop5.com, I wish you a great time and I see you for the next top 5. But I'm working on it. Hello Top 5ers, how are you today? Welcome to a brand new episode of Master Top 5 Show. And today we are gonna count down the top 5 richest TV personalities in the world. I can tell you already, spoiler alert, that I'm not one of them. But I'm working on it. Quick reminder before we start. First and foremost, I'm your host of the day, Ivano Cheers. And if you are watching us around the world on YouTube, please subscribe this channel, hit the like button, and follow us on all the social networks, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Master Top 5 Com. The top 5 of today has been largely requested by a lot of people. So, if you really want to watch a top 5, please just go on mastertop5.com, suggest a top 5, and let us know the top 5 you want to see. In a blink of an eye, your request will become an episode. So, let's start. I can tell you out of the get-go that the top 5 richest celebrities in the world are, to a certain extent, all TV hosts and TV presenters, or at last they started from there or they passed through that path. And as I already said, I'm not one of them, but I'm getting there, will I? Number 5! The 5th richest TV celebrity in the world is Ellen DeGeneres. Come on, you cannot be surprised. Everybody knows Ellen. Everybody likes Ellen. If you've been living all your life under the rock, here is a quick recap. Ellen is a very, very well-known TV host, comedian, actress, and a producer as well. She was born in January 1958 and she's on the spotlight since she was 20. During her career, she scored many roles and she presented many Grammy Awards and Academy Awards ceremonies as well. Her net worth is about $400 million. Good job, Anna. Number 4! At the position number 4 of this top 5, we find the one and only David Letterman. As he always says in his show, David Letterman doesn't need any introduction at all. He is one of the most beloved American TV host and comedian as well, and became very popular thanks to his trademark show, Late Show by David Letterman, broadcast on CBS in the United States and all over the world. The net worth of David Letterman as of today is $425 million. Number 3. The 3rd richest TV celebrity in the world is Simon Cowell. Right now, Simon Cowell is one of the most famous, if not the most famous at all, English reality show judges in the world. However, he started to work very actively since 1979, and ever since he always been successful, very successful. Not to mention that he is also a very good entrepreneur and a very successful businessman who created a brand around his name and around his persona. Simon Cowell sits at the 3rd spot of the top 5 richest TV personalities in the world with a net worth of $550 million US. Not bad at all. Number 2. Second place of the special top 5 is, oh, little suspense, Silvio Santos. Now you're probably telling me, who the heck is Silvio Santos? Silvio Santos was born as Senor Abramelel, sorry for my bad Portuguese, and is a very popular TV personality in Brazil. He owns the TV network Silvio Santos Group and is the only Brazilian celebrity who reached and passed $1 billion of net worth. And he is probably the most popular face of the Brazilian show business. Silvio Santos' net worth is 1.3 billion US dollars. Yes, you heard it correct. 1.3 billions. Wow. And before we reveal the #1 position of the special top 5, we got to give you some advice on how to invest your savings. Let's check it out. Hello top 5ers! Now more than ever, after everything that happened already this year, it is time to make some good investments, isn't it? And to be, eventually, in total control of your investments or side hustles. And there it comes, easiertraders.com, where online trading becomes very easy. For everybody, when you do join eToro through easiertraders.com, you will receive all the necessary tools and the right guidance to trade like a pro. Whether you are into stocks, cryptocurrencies, goods, forex exchange, you name it, easiertraders.com is your trustworthy partner to be successful, hands down. And thanks to the eToro platform, managing your portfolios has never been this easy. So, easytraders.com. Join it today for a better tomorrow. That guy before looks familiar. #1! At the first position, meaning the richest TV personality in the world, of course, Oprah Winfrey. I am sure everybody knew it already. TV host, comedian, presenter, entrepreneur, very good actress, media mogul, philanthropist, you name it. Oprah Winfrey is probably one of the biggest influencers in the world, and for sure one of the wealthiest women in the world, with her net worth of 4.02 billion US dollar. Thank you, Oprah, for everything you did, you're doing, and you will still do. You are an example for all of us. And so, top 5ers, this was the top 5 richest TV personalities in the world. And this special top 5 was requested by you. Because at Master Top 5 Show, you are the show. Of course. If you wanna give us your own ranking, or if you wanna tell us a top 5 you would like to watch on the channel, please go to mastertop5.com, suggest a top 5 and tell us your request. In a blink of an eye, your request will turn into new episodes. And unfortunately, even for today, the time is over. Meaning that I'm gonna see you for the next top 5. I'm Ivano Cheers, and in behalf of Master Top 5 Show and MasterTop5.com, I wish you all the best. I see you. are the one who makes the show. Hello, top 5ers from all over the world. Welcome to a brand new episode of Master Top 5 Show. And today's episode is dedicated to all the gamers that are watching our show. In fact, today we are gonna count down the top 5 most expensive video games ever made. As many other times, the top 5 of today has been heavily requested by you. At the website mastertop5.com, suggest a top 5 because you are the one who makes the show. Once again, I am Ivano Cheers, your host of today, and I want to thank you for the trust. Thank you for being such a loyal viewer, and I want to remind you that our socials are mastertop5.com, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. If you are watching us on YouTube, please subscribe the channel and like this video. Time to check the top 5. Nowadays, video games are getting more expensive by the days. And whether there is a little niche of independent video games, indie games, where production costs is not too high, and we're gonna watch another episode for this special niche, there are huge production, very comparable with Hollywood movies production. Therefore, today we're gonna break down the top 5 most expensive video games ever made. Let's check it out. Number 5. Number 5 of the special top 5 for gamers, there is Destiny. Destiny is a very popular video game. As a matter of fact, me myself, not being a real gamer, I named my dog after it. A few years ago, Destiny was a very attended title. Destiny has been in development for at least 10 years from the same team who developed Halo, meaning Bungie. And despite some hiccups at release, Destiny became a huge worldwide hit. The video game Destiny costed $140 million. Number 4. The 4th most expensive video game in history is Star Citizen. Actually, it is wrong to say is, but it's rather better to say will be. I explain myself. It is somehow unbelievable, but Star Citizen is still in development. As a matter of fact, it's a crowdfunding project which raised $180 million so far. Where it can arrive? Who knows? Maybe it's gonna be the most expensive video game ever made. Stay tuned. Number 3. At the 3rd spot of the top 5 most expensive video games of history sits Star Wars: The Old Republic. Another Star Wars title and another incredible worldwide success. The game, financed by Disney Studio and developed by BioWare, has been very expensive. It cost $200 million and became the most successful title ever. But this is another top 5, isn't it? Number 2. Second place in this special top 5 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare number 2. Call of Duty is one of the biggest franchises in video game history since 2003. And with Modern Warfare, the franchise became just huge, definitely stepped to another level. And with Modern Warfare number 2, it became even bigger. Can you believe it? A huge success comes with a cost. The production cost for this title was 250 million US dollars. Wow! Now, before we unveil the #1 position, it is time to get some advice. Hello, top fivers! Now more than ever, after everything that happened already this year, it is time to make some good investments, isn't it? And to be, eventually, in total control of your investments or side hustles. And there it comes, easiertraders.com, where online trading becomes very easy for everybody. When you do join eToro through easiertraders.com, you will receive all the necessary tools and the right guidance to trade like a pro. Whether you are into stocks, cryptocurrencies, goods, forex exchange, you name it, easiertraders.com is your trustworthy partner to be successful, hands down. And thanks to the eToro platform, managing your portfolios has never been this easy. So, easytraders.com. Join it today for a better tomorrow. Well, I got to follow the tips of that guy, huh? And here is the #1. The #1, the most expensive video game of history is Grand Theft Auto #5, better known as GTA 5. The Grand Theft Auto franchise made the developers, called Rockstar, the proper rock stars of the gaming industry. And with Grand Theft Auto #5, everything has been brought to another level. Really another level. Everything was bigger, larger, better, deeper, and definitely with more freedom and funnier. Grand Theft Auto #5 brought to its studio over $6 billion US in sales as of today, because sales are keep on going, in front of a production cost of $265 million US. And you must consider that very soon Grand Theft Auto 5 will be re-released to be up to date with the new generation of consoles, bringing probably other investments, but really much more income than this one. Incredible, unbelievable, unique. And this was it, top fivers, gamers and non-gamers. This was the top 5 most expensive video games ever made. Did you like this top 5? Do you have something to tell us? Well, give us your feedback just going on mastertop5.com and writing us your feedback, your comments, and so on. Suggest us a top 5 using the form Suggest the Top 5. And if you are watching us on YouTube, do not forget to subscribe the channel, hit the like button, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mastertop5.com. I am Ivano Cheers, once again your host of the day, and in behalf of Master Top 5 TV show and mastertop5.com, I wish you all the best, and I'm gonna see you for the next Top 5. I guess I had to do some good investment if I want to buy next comic book. Hello Top 5ers, how are you doing today? Welcome to a brand new episode of Master Top 5 Show. And in today's episode, we are going to touch a niche very particular. We are going to talk about comics and the specific collectible comics. Before we start, I would like to remind you that you can request your top 5, the top 5 you want to watch at mastertop5.com, suggest the top 5. So, without further ado, let's see the top 5 of today. And here we are. I'm Ivan Richest, your host of the day, and today we are gonna count down the top 5 most valuable comic books ever. Let's check it out. Number 5. The 5th most valuable comic book ever is Detective Comics issue number 1. Released in 1937, this comic book, and in particular this issue, became really popular due to the fact that introduced to mainstream the character of the Batman. The comic book was designed and invented by E.C. Stoner, and its value in perfect conditions is $541,000 US. Not bad for a piece of paper. Number 4. The 4th most valuable comic book in history is Marvel Comics, issue number 1. The very first issue of Marvel Comics is being published in 1939, November the 10th. And written by Ben Thompson and designed by Frank Poole, became right away popular because of the characters of the Human Torch and Carl Vargas. The value of the first issue of Marvel Comics is about $572,000 US. Not bad at all. Number 3. At the 3rd spot of the special top 5 sits Superman, issue number 1. 1939 was the year whereas the comic book dedicated to the Man of Steel was published, and written by Jerome Siegel and designed by Joe Shuster. The today's value of this comic book is $731,000 US. Well done, Superman, well done. Number 2. 1939 has been a great year for comic books. In fact, at the 2nd place of the special top 5 of the most valuable comic books ever, we find Detective Comics number 27, published in 1939. Detective Comics has been very famous, but the issue number 27 became even more famous because it introduced, once again, the Batman into the comic book. And after that, it became incredibly popular, to the point that the values of today is $2,230,000 US. Unbelievable. Before we unveil the most valuable comic book ever, let's listen to Ivano, who's got something to tell us. Check it out. Hello Top 5ers. Now more than ever, after everything that happened already this year, it is time to make some good investments, isn't it? And to be, eventually, in total control of your investments or side hustles. And there it comes, easiertraders.com. where online trading becomes very easy for everybody. When you do join eToro through easiertraders.com, you will receive all the necessary tools and the right guidance to trade like a pro. Whether you are into stocks, cryptocurrencies, goods, forex exchange, you name it, easiertraders.com is your trustworthy partner to be successful, hands down. And thanks to the eToro platform, managing your portfolios has never been this easy. So, easytraders.com. Join it today for a better tomorrow. I guess I had to do some good investment if I want to buy next comic book. Number 1! The most valuable comic book ever is Action Comic issue number 1, published in 1938. Perhaps to all the comic book fans out there is no surprise, but the very first issue of Action Comics hit like a thunderstroke in the comic book industry, with the very first appearance ever of the Man of Steel. Think about the actual value of these 1938 comic books in perfect condition is, listen well, listen, get closer, $3,200,000 US. Wow. And this is it, Top 5er. This was the top 5 most valuable comic books ever. And once again, this top 5 was requested by you throughout our form on the website mastertop5.com/suggest a top 5, because the show on Master Top 5 is you. Follow us on our socials, mastertop5.com, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. And in particular, if you are all around the world and you are watching us right now on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Let's grow this family. And once again, my name is Ivano, and I thank you all for watching. And in behalf of MasterTop5.com and Master Top 5 Show, I wish you all the best, and I see you for the next Top 5. Very well, Top 5ers. Are you ready? Good evening, Top 5ers. How are you doing today? Welcome to another episode of Master Top 5 Show. In today's episode, we are gonna briefly touch the world of the TV shows. But before we start, I'm going to remind you that a new poll is up on the website mastertop5.com. In fact, in few episodes, we are gonna count down the top 5 best songs ever decided and ranked by you. Because on Master Top 5, you are the show. So, without further ado, just go on mastertop5.com/poll and please tell us your favorite song or your favorite 5 songs. And please tell your friends, share it, because we really want to know what are the best 5 songs ever. As always, you can share with us your opinion, you can share with us your top 5 you want to watch by going on mastertop5.com, suggest a top 5. Follow us on all the social networks, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and of course Facebook at mastertop5.com. So, I am Ivano, the host of the day, and without further ado, let's start the episode. Very well, top 5ers, are you ready? Because today we're gonna count down the top 5 most expensive TV shows ever made, ever produced. You will see that the numbers are going to be very, very high. Let's start. Number 5. The 5th most expensive TV show ever is The Get Down. Back in 2016, The Get Down was the most expensive production on Netflix. Originally, the budget per episode wasn't really very high, but the show got a lot of lawsuits due to copyright issues with the old songs played in the show itself. Moreover, changes of scripting and changes of actors in production create some more problems, which led to stretch the budget to $11 million per episode. Not bad, huh? The very first season of The Get Down cost $120 million. Number 4. Number 4 in the ranking of the top 5 for the most expensive TV shows ever produced, we find Band of Brothers. In 2001, a Second World War miniseries produced by Tom Hanks and directed by Steven Spielberg was aired on HBO, and because of the high costs was considered a big hazard. The first and only season costed $125 million in front of $12.5 million per episode. Very, very expensive, but the investment paid off big times. Number 3. At the 3rd place of this top 5, we find ER. ER went on air on NBC for the very first time in 1994 with a cast of barely unknown actors. Yet, after the first seasons, the show started to pick up and became very, very famous, and the actors playing it became really worldwide stars. The name George Clooney doesn't ring a bell? Therefore, after 1999, every single episode started to cost a little bit more because the actors were paid actually more. And this led to $13 million per episode. Very, very high for a long run that ended in 2009. For the records, ER is still today the most successful medical drama ever. Number 2. At the 2nd place of the top 5 of the most expensive TV shows ever produced, we find Games of Thrones. Since release, Games of Thrones has been the most successful TV show ever produced by HBO. Due to the fantasy background, the enormous CGI used into the show, the different world location, and the actors that are very well paid, every single episode of Games of Thrones costs on average 15 million US dollars, which is an enormous amount of money, as well as enormous is the success of the series worldwide. And now, before we unveil the number one position of this top 5, better check how to do some good investment. Let's go. Hello top 5ers! Now more than ever, after everything that happened already this year, it is time to make some good investments, isn't it? And to be, eventually, in total control of your investments or side hustles. And there it comes, easiertraders.com, where online trading becomes very easy for everybody. When you do join eToro through easiertraders.com, you will receive all the necessary tools and the right guidance to trade like a pro. Whether you are into stocks, cryptocurrencies, goods, forex exchange, you name it, easiertraders.com is your trustworthy partner to be successful, hands down. And thanks to the eToro platform, managing your portfolios has never been this easy. So, easytraders.com. Join it today for a better tomorrow. I actually will follow this advice to get just a little percentage of the cost of the next series. It is time to unveil the number one spot. Number 1! The most expensive TV show ever made is The Pacific. With The Pacific, the production of HBO recreate an incredible precise scenario of the World War. Nothing was left to chance, and even HBO apparently didn't care about the expenses, because every single episode of The Pacific costed 21 million US dollars. Unbelievable and incredible amount of money for one single episode. Was it worth it? I think so. The outcome was impressive, and The Pacific was prized by most of the critics. And this was it, ladies and gentlemen. This was the top 5 most expensive TV shows ever made. Don't you forget, once again, to tell us your favorite song or your favorite 5 songs on Master Top 5/poll. We are going soon to air an episode with the top 5 best songs decided by you. If you are watching us on YouTube all over the world, don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the like button, and follow us on every social network. And even for today, this is it. I am Ivan Cheers, and in behalf of Master Top 5 Show and MasterTop5.com, I wish you all the best, and I see you for the next Top 5. Let's get into the Academy Awards mode. Good evening, top 5ers. How are you doing tonight? Of course, I hope everything is fine. here in Master Top 5 Studio, everything is great because it is time for a brand new episode. Before we start, I would like to remind you that if you go on mastertop5.com/poll, you may find a way to vote your favorite song ever or your top 5 songs ever. In fact, in few episodes, we are gonna count down the top 5 best songs chosen by you. Because in Master Top 5, you are the one who makes the show. So let's not waste any more time. And today we are gonna count down the top 5 films that have won more Oscars. If 2 movies or more have won the same amount of Oscars, we are gonna rank higher the one who got more nominations. So without further ado, let's get into the Academy Awards mode. This is Ivan. Stay tuned. Number 5. At the 5th spot of these top 5 movies that have won more Oscars, we find The English Patient. The English Patient was released in 1996 and has been nominated for 12 Oscars. Out of the 12, The English Patient won 9 Oscars, which is very good. And not just secondary prizes. It won Best Picture, Best Director for Anthony Minghella, Best Supporting Actress for Juliette Binoche, and again, Best Art Direction, Best Editing, Costume Design, Best Cinematography, and Best Original Score. Not bad at all. Number 4. At the 4th place of the special top 5 dedicated to the Academy Awards, we find West Side Story. We got to go back in 1961 to see the release of West Side Story, a musical that literally changed the modern way to do musical at the cinema. West Side Story, following up the success of the Broadway live show, won the outstanding number of 10 Oscars. Awards like Best Sound, Best Editing, Best Music, Costume Design, Cinematography, Art Direction, Best Supporting Actor for George Chakiris, Best Supporting Actress for Rita Moreno, Best Director, and, of course, Best Picture. 10 Academy Awards is a lot, but 3 movies did better. Number 3. At the 3rd place of the special top 5, we find The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. In 2003, The Return of the King, the 3rd installment of the Lord of the Ring trilogy, was released, and it was a planetary success. At the same year Academy Awards ceremony, something unbelievable happened. Never happened before and never happened later. The movie was nominated to 11 Oscars, and it won them all. Yes, 11 out of 11. Peter Jackson won the Best Director prize, then again Best Adapted Screenplay, Costume Design, Art Direction, Film Editing, Visual Effects, Sound Mixing, Best Original Score, and last but not least, Best Original Song. Not bad at all, Frodo, not bad at all. Number 2. The second film that have won more Oscars ever is Ben-Hur. And we got to go back in 1959. Probably one of the most famous movies ever, Ben-Hur has been also one of the most prized movies ever. In fact, with 11 Oscar winnings, it's tied with The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, but it got 12 nominations. Ben-Hur won the Best Picture, the Academy Award for the Best Director, as well as art direction, cinematography, costume design, spatial effects, film editing, sound recordings, music, you name it, the whole 9 yards. The Best Actor in a leading role went to Charlton Heston, and Hugh Griffith won the Best Actor for a supporting role. A huge amount of nominations and a huge amount of prizes of awards for Ben-Hur, which has been beaten only by one film. But before we discover it, let's get some advice. Hello Top Fivers! Now more than ever, after everything that happened already this year, it is time to make some good investments, isn't it? And to be, eventually, in total control of your investments or side hustles. And there it comes, easiertraders.com, where online trading becomes very easy. For everybody. When you do join eToro through easiertraders.com, you will receive all the necessary tools and the right guidance to trade like a pro. Whether you are into stocks, cryptocurrencies, goods, forex exchange, you name it, easiertraders.com is your trustworthy partner to be successful, hands down. And thanks to the eToro platform, managing your portfolios has never been this easy. So, easytraders.com. Join it today for a better tomorrow. That guy might win an Oscar sooner or later, huh? Number 1! The movie that have won the most amount of Oscars in front of 14 nominations is Titanic by James Cameron. Once again a tie. Titanic won 11 Oscars but out of 14 nominations, and the same film has been for the longest time the highest grossing movie ever. Territory for another episode. At the Academy Award number 70, Titanic won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Dramatic Score, Art Direction, Best Makeup, Costume Design, Film Editing, Visual Effects, Sound Effect Editing, and Celine Dion won the Best Original Song with My Heart Will Go On, a song that became also one of the best-selling songs ever. Great James Cameron, we're looking for the next Avatar. And this was it, ladies and gentlemen. This was the top 5 films that have won more Oscars ever. Please follow us on our social networks, Twitter, Facebook, especially Instagram, and if you are watching us on YouTube outside the television world, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It will help to grow the family. Once again, tell us your feedback. Suggest us the top 5 you want to watch at mastertop5.com. Suggest a top 5. Don't you forget to tell us your favorite song ever for the coming up brand new episode of the top 5 best songs chosen by the public. of Master Top 5, and as always, my name is Ivano, and on behalf of Master Top 5 Show and MasterTop5.com, I wish you all the best, and I will see you for the next Top 5. This time, more than any other time, you really made the show. Good evening, Top Fivers. Welcome to a brand new episode of Master Top 5 Show. The show that counts down top 5s from all over the world and beyond. And this one is a very, very important episode because the ranking has been decided by you and you only. In fact, in the previous episodes, we kindly asked you if you could tell us your favorite song ever throughout our poll. And the feedback has been huge. We probably got enough material to build up several episodes. But today only, we're gonna count down the top 5 greatest songs ever ranked by you, thanks to your feedback. As I said already, the amount of songs that we have received has been humongous. Really, it took a lot of time to list this ranking. But definitely, without any doubt, 5 songs stood out more than any others. And here they are. Let's see. Number 5. At the position number 5, ranked by you and your feedback, we find Thriller by Michael Jackson. This song, released in 1982 by Michael Jackson, of course, couldn't miss a spot in this top 5. At its release, this song alongside with its video clip became a staple for visual effect, choreography, kind of music, a brand new level never reached before and rarely seen afterwards. Not to mention that Thriller, the album, became also the best-selling album ever. Number 4. The audience of Master Top 5, our audience, decided that the 4th best song ever is Hotel California by the Eagles. The Eagles are one of the best-seller bands ever. And Hotel California is basically the anthem of the Eagles. Probably everybody in the world have listened at least once this song. Hotel California was released for the very first time in 1976, but few years later has been re-released in the greatest hits of the Eagles, the album that became the best-selling album for a very long time, back in the 70s. And still today, the greatest hits album of the Eagles, containing Hotel California, is the second best-selling album ever. Well done, Eagles. Clyde. Number 3. At the 3rd place of the top 5 greatest songs decided by the audience of Master Top 5, we have, and probably this has been picked by the hardcore fans of the rock, Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Probably one of the most complex songs ever Stairway to Heaven by the Led Zeppelin was released in 1971 and originally was written for the movie. The song remained the same and became the most iconic song of the band Led Zeppelin ever since. According to many music magazines and journalists, Stairway to Heaven is one of the best songs ever written, and rightfully so, but our audience thinks that two songs are even better.
Number 2.
The second most voted song by our audience is Imagine by John Lennon. The amount of votes this song has got is huge, and the difference between this song and the first spot is really tiny. Nobody will get offended if I say that Imagine is one of the most famous songs ever. John Lennon wrote and released this song in 1971 and became immediately the song of peace, the song of hope, and the song of unity. And even after John Lennon unfortunately left us, never dropped his cult status. And before we reveal your favorite song, let's get some advice, some financial advice. Check it out. Hello Top Fivers! Now more than ever, after everything that happened already this year, it is time to make some good investments, isn't it? And to be, eventually, in total control of your investments or side hustles. And there it comes, easiertraders.com, where online trading becomes very easy for everybody. When you do join eToro through easiertraders.com, you will receive all the necessary tools and the right guidance to trade like a pro. Whether you are into stocks, cryptocurrencies, goods, forex exchange, you name it, easiertraders.com is your trustworthy partner to be successful, hands down. And thanks to the eToro platform, managing your portfolios has never been this easy. So, easytraders.com. Join it today for a better tomorrow. What to say? Outstanding. Let's check the number 1.
Number 1.
The greatest song ever, voted by you throughout our poll, thanks to your feedback, is Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen. Bohemian Rhapsody was released by Queen in 1975 as an opener of the album Night at the Opera, and it was, back in time, the longest song ever broadcasted on the radio, and most likely the craziest. At release, the song broke the charts at the number 1 spot right away. The song merges typical ballad style, slow rock, hard rock, opera, you name it. The lyrics are heartbreaking. The performance of the leading singer, of course, Freddie Mercury, it's outstanding, unbelievable. And something very well worth to mention is that Bohemian Rhapsody has been the very first video clip used for commercial purposes, starting basically the MTV era. Bohemian Rhapsody is a real masterpiece, and it is a unique music experience. As many of you probably know it already, in 2018, a biographic movie of Queen has been named after this song, Bohemian Rhapsody. And this was it, ladies and gentlemen. You asked for it, you voted, you gave your feedback, And this was the top 5 greatest songs ever decided by you throughout our poll. So stay tuned for many polls yet to come. Because at Master Top 5 and MasterTop5.com, the show is always made by you. If you want to watch particular top 5, go to MasterTop5.com, suggest a top 5. If you are watching us right now somewhere in the world on YouTube, don't you forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Let's grow this family up. Follow us on the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, always at MasterTop5.com. And as always, this is it. My name is Ivano, don't you forget. And in behalf of Master Top 5 Show and MasterTop5.com, I wish you all the best. And I'll see you for the next Top 5. Love you. And that, it is a very good paycheck, isn't it? Good evening, Top 5ers. Good evening, viewers. How are you doing tonight? Of course, I really hope that everything is alright. Tonight is a very important episode of MasterTop5.com. And it is indeed dedicated to all the aspiring actresses out there. In fact, it's no longer a secret that actresses are very well paid, and sometimes are way better paid than male actors. Before we start, I would like to remind you a brand new poll up on the website MasterTop5.com. This time we want you to suggest us what is your favorite TV series ever. Please go on MasterTop5.com/poll and vote your favorite TV series. That being said, without further ado, let's count down top 5 most paid actresses in 2019 and 2020. It is time to reveal the top 5.
Number 5.
The 5th best paid actress in 2019 and 2020 so far is Jennifer Aniston. The former Friends actress has been for the longest time the most paid actress in Hollywood. And even if lately she's not working that much anymore as before, she's still managing to break the top 5 of the most paid actresses in the world nowadays with an outstanding $28 million US. Wow.
Number 4.
The 4th most paid actress nowadays is, believe it or not, Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman definitely is not a new entry in this top 5. She's probably been on the block for more than 20 years and she's breaking the charts every time she comes out with a new movie or a new production. Thanks to her leading role in the TV series Big Little Lies, it is verified that last year she earned at last $34 million US. Let's say she's rebooting her career and she's running full throttle.
Number 3.
The 3rd most paid actress in the world last year and this year is Reese Witherspoon. Beside the fact that she is a very well-known and awarded actress, nevertheless a producer Reese Witherspoon reported to earn $1.25 million for every single episode of the morning show, for an overall income over the year of $35 million. Not bad for someone who started as a teen actress.
Number 2.
The second spot of the top 5 best paid actresses of 2019 and 2020 is taken by Sofia Vergara, thanks to a starring role in a very popular TV series such as Modern Family. The beautiful Sofia Vergara is definitely one of the most paid actresses ever, to the point that the current year she broke the second spot with an outstanding $44.1 million reported income. Holy Moses, I wish I had that paycheck. And now, since we're talking about incredible earnings, it is time for some good advice to move our financial position. Hello, Top Fivers! Now more than ever, after everything that happened already this year, it is time to make some good investments, isn't it? And to be, eventually, in total control of your investments or side hustles. And there it comes, easiertraders.com, where online trading becomes very easy. For everybody, when you do join eToro through easiertraders.com, you will receive all the necessary tools and the right guidance to trade like a pro. Whether you are into stocks, cryptocurrencies, goods, forex exchange, you name it, easiertraders.com is your trustworthy partner to be successful, hands down. And thanks to the eToro platform, managing your portfolios has never been this easy. So, easytraders.com. Join it today for a better tomorrow.
Number 1.
The most paid actress of 2019 and 2020 is Scarlett Johansson. Let's say that the Avenger effect keep the Black Widow's actress on the top of the charts. Because if the Avenger franchise has been a huge success, even bigger has been the success of Scarlett Johansson into the Avenger movies. The starring role of the Black Widow brought her a lot of fame, a lot of popularity, if she ever needed it. And she brought her also an incredible paycheck of $56 million only for the last 2 years. Well done, Scarlett. Well done. Very well, Top Fiver. This was the top 5 most paid actresses in the world concerning the years 2019 and 2020. Is your favorite actress in the list? Let us know. Give us your feedback going on mastertop5.com. Stay in contact with us because we are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. And of course, if you cannot follow us on TV, you can always follow us on YouTube at the channel mastertop5.com. And please subscribe the channel and hit the like button. Don't you ever forget that in Master Top 5 show, you make the show. Therefore, I kindly ask you to go mastertop5.com/poll and give us your vote to determine what is the best TV series ever. Because in few episodes we are gonna count down the top 5 best series ever chosen by you. So, Top Fiver, guess what? Even for today, the episode is over. My name, as always, is Ivano, and in behalf of Master Top 5 Show and MasterTop5.com, I wish you all the best, and I see you the next Top 5.